Well, as South Africa and the rest of the continent move towards economic recovery, Turkish companies believe they can be a vital partner in helping to achieve that. The World Cooperation Industries Forum is set to take place next week here in Istanbul. The event will match Turkish companies with business leaders and firms from 41 African countries. It aims to increase trade between the two regions. The industries involved include construction, textiles, car manufacturing, and agriculture. Officials hope the event will help boost export volumes between Turkey and Africa beyond $20 billion this year, up from $1.2 billion 20 years ago. Well, let's get more on this now with Utku Bengisu in Istanbul. He's the founder of the Bosphorus Trade Centers and the head of the African Trade and Export Centers. Welcome to the program, Utku. Thank you so much for joining us. Firstly, tell us more about this forum. Who's participating and what do you hope to achieve?
Thank you very much. We invited more than 500 business people from African countries, 41 different African countries. The 41 African countries is 85% of the African population totally. And they will meet more than 200 manufacturers and traders from Turkey. They are discovering the collaboration of business opportunity and between Turkey and Africa discover business opportunity and collaboration opportunities. Why we aim to the Africa? It's very important for the Turkish economy because if you analyze for the 20 years, last 20 years of between Turkey and Africa trade, you can see the African export rate growing up from 4% to 10% the total of Turkish export. And if we can check the fast-growing economies on the world, you can see 20 of them by the African countries. And because of the speed growing dimensions for the African economies and the populations of the high population of the Africa creates some business opportunity to Turkish economies. If we can see the African population, for now we are talking about 1.3 billion people lives on the Africa, but next 50 years you can see the 25 of the world become African people because the growing up their population. So we believe that Turkish economy and Turkish small and middle level entrepreneurs have to prepare themselves of the new demand of Africa, because a new population creates a new demands for the Turkish economies. And we have 4 million companies in Turkey. There are small and medium-sized enterprises with flexibility. And these enterprises and our logistic advantage, I think that it's a very big opportunity for the African new generation, middle level of entrepreneurs.
And just very quickly, Utku, we know the pandemic has affected trade and business across the globe. How has it affected trade between Turkey and Africa?
Yeah, the pandemic season, there is a serious attack to. The pandemic season. There is has caused many damages without questions in the world trade. Turkish African trade is not an exception. First, transportation, because transportation become much more difficult. Before the pandemic, Turkish Airlines, was making flights 63 different destinations in 39 countries. Many of these regular flights had to be canceled because of the conditions of pandemic. So for this reason, the movement, the business people is canceled. And the damage of the trade between Turkey and Africa. So the other problem is, the logistic container problems. the container expenses are rising, and the limited container of the world is very create a new problems between Turkey and Africa trade collaboration. And if we, besides there, other global problems affected the economies of African countries. For example, with the fall in the oil prices, the economies of oil exporter companies have been damaged. So countries.
That's right.
Secondly, the largest partner of Africa, China, has experienced a 1% recession in their economy, which highly impacted the economic conditions of the African
Yes.
countries as well. According to this global economic crisis, which impacted all of the partners of the world economy, downgraded the Turkish-African relations to the level of 2019.
Interesting. Okay, Utku Bengisu from the Bosphorus Trade Centers. We'll have to leave it there, but best of luck with the forum next week. Hopefully we can speak to you again then.